Okay, so dq2 dt is just totally analogous to this. What comes in minus what goes out. So I'm going to skip writing this, but you know, this is something you want to write. If you're not sure what to do, write the most obvious thing, right? And then if you can skip to a step, go ahead. Just be careful, like I'm not. Okay? So C2 at R21, so that's C2, R21. And then we have Q1 over V1, R12, right? And then what goes out? Well, now I'm just going to use the magic of the distributive law, because we're going to have Q2 over V2. That's a concentration that goes out here and here, right? So that just times R22 plus R23. Okay? So now we have an equation of the form okay, where A is whatever the coefficient of Q1 is here, negative, well, R13 minus R12 over V1, right? Okay, just to be specific, this matrix, and of course we could just call this an A matrix, right? Okay, but our matrix is going to be, A is going to be coefficient of Q1 in the first equation, right? So A times Q1 plus B times Q2 is going to give us Q1 prime. Okay? So hopefully, you know, you're good with the whole matrix multiplication thing. That should have come back to you immediately. So A is going to be our coefficient of Q1, so it's just negative of this, right? So I'm just going to write that as R13 minus R12 over V1.
I think that should be a plus.
What should be a plus? Yeah, you're right. Because it's a minus and a minus. Okay, but it's negative out here. Okay? And then Q2, it's just R22 over V2. Okay? Then C times Q1 in the second equation, Q prime equals C Q1 plus DQ2. Well, the C is R12 over V1. And negative of, I got this plus sign right that time, the negative of R22 plus R23 over V2. So there's our equation. If it happens that we don't have any inflow or outflow, just an exchange here, the equation gets much simpler. In other words, R12 and R22 are equal the way I've got it, because I've got R22 going this way and R12 going this way, right? So all we have to do is eliminate anything with an R11, an R13, an R21, or an R23, okay? And that's only going to leave us two terms in the diagonal, okay? No, I'm sorry, it doesn't. It leaves us negative R12 over V1 and an R22 over V2 and all that, right? It eliminates this, the non-homogeneous part, okay? So the equation becomes much simpler. This term, the R13 drops off here, and the R23 drops off here, and I don't see R11. Something's missing here. Oh, it's over there.
You should have an R21 on the right-hand side.
R21 where?
Next to C2.
Yeah, it's R21, not R22. Did I have it right here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if these are both 0, you're just back to the equation we solved earlier, except that R12 and R22 aren't equal. Before they were. Did that make any difference in the solution of the equation? Okay, but here we have a more general equation. This is the point, okay? And in a sense, that's about as general as we can make it, as long as the tanks stay full, okay? With constant pumping rates. Now, if you start varying the pumping rates, the equation quickly gets intractable if you don't vary them just in a way that makes it tractable, okay? And that's not something we're going to mess with. Just want to give you the idea and the basic techniques for systems of equations, because it's not officially in our syllabus. The system dumbed down the course from 4 credits to 3. And they eliminated this. I'm pretty sure Virginia Tech wants it. I'm pretty sure you're going to see it because it's really important. Okay? Having a little trouble accessing Virginia Tech's syllabus. But we're going to spend, we spent a day on it. We're spending a little time today on it. Okay? And we'll probably spend at least half of another class on it. And in the meantime, you just solve some simple equations. And then if we got time left, we'll see how you do variation of parameters, which turns out to be really pretty simple. Simpler than it is for second order equation if you do this, if you understand a little bit of linear algebra. And it'll refresh you in a little bit of linear algebra. Of course, you're going to get refreshed when you take the course, take the full course. The course you had was most of what you're going to see up there, but you'll see a little more and a little more depth, a few more proofs. Okay, well, anyhow, that's on that topic.